What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Active Self-Protection Extra. I am Christopher Bean with Tactical Advantage, and today we are back at the range after a really long hiatus.
Lucky Gunner is my recommended trusted provider of freedom seeds for range or defensive use. In stock, good prices, and rocket fast shipping are why I go back again and again. Because of new guidelines, I can't link their site or say it, but you're smart and you can find it with a simple Google search. Stick it to the man by paying them a visit today.
So, as I said in the intro, I haven't shot in quite some time, honestly a couple months, and my dry fire has been incredibly erratic. I've had a lot of life happening lately, and I've actually been off for quite some time. So today's my first day back at the range, and I'm trying to just get some baselines, do some drills, get some ideas of where I'm at, not trying to judge performance, just trying to get back on the horse and figure out what I need to work on. So I did some time talking to myself this morning, just trying to suspend any kind of concern about performance and really just get out and get some time behind the gun. So what I'm going to start with today is actually the gun set 52 card challenge, which is basically a playing card at 5 yards, 5 rounds in 5 seconds or less. It's a really popular drill. I actually made a video on it a couple months back, really probably the last time I shot. And that day, man, I was not feeling well. So today we're just really gonna try it out and see how it works, you know, see how the gun is talking to me, see if my gun kind of agrees with me. One thing I noticed this morning when I did a couple draws to first shot, things like that, and my magazine catch looks like it's wearing out, so hopefully the magazine stays in the gun. But past that, the point of what I'm trying to make is it doesn't matter how long you've been off, or what you've been doing, or why you're concerned about where your performance is at. Getting back on that horse and getting back out there and getting back to work again is really the key, and really trying to avoid that inner judgment that you have with yourself. So really, I don't really much mind if I don't do well today. It's really just getting data and getting a baseline back so I can figure out what I need to do to get back to the proficiency level that I believe is normal for me. So we're not even sure what that looks like today, but we're gonna give it a shot. So first things first, let me make sure I have one in the chamber. I do not. Now I do. All right, so 5 rounds, 5 yards. I wanna thank the guys at Gunset. This is a really cool challenge. Really the point of this drill is like 52 cards in a deck, 52 weeks in a year. So the point really is about consistency and getting out there and training over time and tracking your progress. But for me, we're just using it as a baseline. So let's get started. All right, popped one high. I think it was number 2. And that was at a 341. We've got 2 in the same hole. So 4 on and 1 slightly off right here at a 341. If you guys can see. And that's okay. So we are 173 out of the holster, and splits look like they were around that .40 mark, which is fine. That draw is a little bit off my pace. At this distance, my draw should be well sub 150, so we know we've got a little bit of room to grow there. And I might have been a little bit hesitant to make that first shot, and that's okay. So let's give it another whirl, just because we're here. That one's a clean run, and that was a 282, so that was a 153 out of the holster. So we got about 2.2 better. That one shot, excuse me, right there was a close one, but it certainly broke. That one certainly broke, and that was a 153 out, and we got our splits down to about a 0.29. So really, I think what this is good for you is if you take all worry and concern out of it and just shoot the gun and see how the gun's kind of talking to you, you can start actually making improvements very quickly versus being concerned about what corrections you're making. So I don't know that I'm really unhappy with, you know, something in the 2s. I would prefer this be around sub 2.5, but being at 2.8, that means we're really only about maybe 10% off our baseline performance after a pretty long hiatus. So get out there. If you've been, you know, if you've had some time off and you're concerned about how you perform, just get out there. Find out what the problems are and fix them. The only way we get better at this is by practicing and by shooting. So I'll be a little bit vulnerable. I'll throw a shot, you know, and that's okay. It's data to help me get better. So with that, I will see you guys next time. Thank you very, very much.